There was a man named Leo, known among his friends as the guy who always used to dream big, but had slowly become the guy who complained even bigger. Years ago, he was full of fire. He wanted more from life. He believed he was meant for something unique, something powerful, something nobody in his family had ever achieved. But somewhere along the road, life got heavy. Failures piled up, bills piled up, doubt piled up. And every time he stumbled, every time something went wrong, he added one more complaint to his long list of reasons why life was unfair. He complained that people didn't support him. He complained that his job was exhausting. He complained that nothing ever worked out for him. And slowly, without even realizing it, his hunger died. His belief died. His dreams, once loud and alive, became silent shadows. One evening, after a long day at work, Leo sat on his bed, scrolling on his phone, feeling angry at the world. He whispered to himself, "Why does life keep doing this to me? Why is everything so hard?" But then something strange happened. His phone buzzed. It was a message from an old mentor he hadn't spoken to in years. It read, "Meet me tomorrow, 8 a.m., no excuses." Leo sighed, more complaining. Why so early? Why tomorrow? Why me? But something inside him, something small, almost forgotten, said, "Go." The next morning, Leo met his mentor, Mr. Dawson, a man who didn't tolerate excuses. The mentor looked at him and asked, "Leo, what happened to you?" Leo looked confused. "What do you mean?" Mr. Dawson crossed his arms. "You used to want more. You used to work. You used to believe. Now all you do is complain." Leo looked down, embarrassed. But before he could defend himself, the mentor pointed ahead and said, "Walk with me." They started walking down a long corridor. Leo didn't realize where they were until he heard coughing, beeping machines, and soft cries from behind the doors. They were in a hospital. Mr. Dawson whispered, "Look around you. Every room holds someone fighting for one more day, one more breath. And yet, they don't complain like you do." Leo felt a chill run down his spine. They saw a young boy, no more than 8 years old, smiling as nurses changed his IV. They saw a mother recovering from surgery, still whispering prayers for her children. They saw a man who had lost his mobility, but not his hope. Leo swallowed hard. His mentor spoke softly. "These people would give anything for the problems you're complaining about." When they left the hospital, Mr. Dawson didn't say a word. He simply kept walking. A few blocks later, they reached a part of the city Leo had never seen before. Cold sidewalks, people sleeping under torn blankets, old men warming their hands over a small fire made in a metal drum, children sharing a piece of bread because that was all they had. Mr. Dawson turned to Leo again. "You complain about your job. These people would take it with gratitude. You complain about your small apartment. They would cry tears of joy for a roof. You complain about your future. They just want a tomorrow." Leo felt something inside him break. For the first time in a long time, he had no complaint left in him. Only humility, only perspective, only silence. They walked back to the mentor's office. Leo sat quietly, still processing everything he'd seen. Then Mr. Dawson said, "Leo, life's not punishing you, it's testing you. And you spent more time complaining about the test than preparing for it." Leo looked up. "But I'm tired," he whispered. His mentor nodded. So is the world, Leo. But tired doesn't mean done. Tired doesn't mean broken. Tired doesn't mean defeated. Tired means you're alive. And being alive means you still have work to do. Leo took a deep breath. For the first time in years, he remembered the version of himself who used to dream, who used to try, who used to believe he was meant for something big. He whispered, barely audible, "I want that part of me back." Mr. Dawson smiled. "Then stop complaining. Stop waiting. Stop hiding inside your comfort zone. Step into your hunger again." That night, Leo didn't scroll on his phone. He didn't complain. He sat at his desk and wrote. He wrote his dreams. He wrote his goals. He wrote the things he wanted to build, the skills he wanted to learn, the life he wanted to live. He wrote the one promise he would never break again. No more complaints, only action. In the following months, he woke up earlier. He trained harder. He studied more. He took risks he had been avoiding for years. He pushed himself past fear, past doubt, past comfort. Slowly, opportunities appeared. Confidence returned. Momentum built. Doors opened. He climbed the mountain he once thought was impossible, because he finally stopped waiting for life to magically get easier. He got stronger instead. One evening, after a long day of hard work, Leo walked outside, breathing deeply, looking at the sky. No complaints, no excuses, just gratitude. And he realized something powerful. The world didn't change. His job didn't change. The people around him didn't change. He changed. He stopped feeding negativity. He stopped giving power to excuses. He stopped letting comfort kill his potential. He became the version of himself he once thought he had lost forever. Ladies and gentlemen, like Leo, many people don't fail because of lack of talent. They fail because of constant complaining, doubt, and hesitation. But if you take away the complaining, if you rise above the excuses, if you dare to believe in the hunger you once had, everything changes. You evolve. You grow. You become unstoppable. Because you were never meant to live inside a box. You were never meant to settle for okay. You were never meant to stay the same. You were built to climb, built to rise, built to last. So the next time you feel like complaining, remember the hospital. Remember the streets. Remember that your problems might actually be your possibilities in disguise. And remember Leo, the man who transformed his life the moment he stopped complaining and started living.